Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the Create Modded series. It's a bit laggy right now because of that, so I apologize for that. But in this episode we will work on this area here. We got a lot to do. There's no actual farms yet, it's just the actual buildings, but we will put farms in them eventually. So I have a schematic here just so I know where I plan stuff out, and I think from the dirt you can tell where the buildings are going to go. So first off, I think we will have to go ahead and replace all the dirt with stone, and then we have to texture everything that's here. But I think it might be a good idea to make the buildings first before any of the texturing, because there will be other details and stuff that will cover up the road, obviously. So let's go get some stone real quick. Actually, do I have some in here? I have a bunch in here. Okay, so let's just quickly figure out where all the corners and stuff are. Alright, so that's all the corners pretty much laid out. So now I just gotta go ahead and switch all of this out into stone, which we can use our building wand for that. So let's just fill these in for now. Alright, I waited a little bit for this machine to stop running just because it was kind of laggy, and I just wanted to not have a laggy recording. So we can go ahead and use our wand here, which we need to take my shovel out for. We actually need to fix this up real quick. So we can just use our silverfish farm, and in literally a second we got a fixed tool again. So we'll go ahead and put this into our tool slot. I can go ahead and just switch this all out, and this will save a lot of time. Alright, that's the whole floor replaced now. Or it's not, there's still a little bit left here. Let's just finish that up real quick. Alright, now that's the whole floor finished. This section we can technically do because there's no buildings here, but I'll just go ahead and do that when I'm doing all the other texturing as well. So next up, we're going to make our first building, which will go right here. And so we need to go ahead and get some resources for that. So I guess it's time for me to go and get resources. So as I said earlier, this build is quite a bit different than the other ones in this area, city, place, whatever you want to call it. It's using some new blocks that I haven't used before, as you can see on the screen right now. And I think it turned out pretty good, even though it's different than the other styles, but it still does fit in because it's a factory. And this thing that I'm making right now, super useful. I've used it a lot. Just lets you teleport from wherever, and it's got a pretty short cooldown. So we're about to finish up, so I'll see you soon. Selected everything now. We got all our materials for the first building that we're going to be making. I have never used these Dean bricks before, but I think they actually look pretty good in this build that's going to go here. And I can't wait to show you guys because it's very different than all the other ones. So let's get building. We are back looking at the time-lapse this time. Well, not really a time-lapse, just a more cinematic view of the build being made. And yeah, it turned out pretty good, like I said earlier. It's different, again, like I said. It's a pretty small build, but I really like the detail work on this and the roof, which you will see in a second. But yeah, I will send you back to me again, but present to me. The building is finished, and I don't think it looks too bad. It's, like I said, different than all of the other buildings that we have so far, but I do still think it fits in with the factory aesthetic, which was kind of the whole point. Like I said earlier, there's nothing inside of here yet. There will be eventually, but just not right now. So we have just some entrances to these separate areas. We got this garage door here with depot 1. So eventually we will have cars probably parking into here to collect whatever's going to be farmed inside of here. I don't know yet. That could be a next episode thing. But yeah, I like all the little details that we have around here. I think it worked quite nice. So next up, we're going to work on the building that will go right here. So I need to quickly gather all the materials for that as well. And then after that, we still have 2 other things to build, and then just decoration all the way around here. And there's these walls here are blank, but similar to like this wall and that wall there. I will probably put some graffiti on the sides here with the immersive paintings mod. I think it will work out quite nicely for us. So either way, let me just really quickly gather all the materials for this again, because that's gonna take quite some time. I finished collecting everything. We have all the materials. It's a lot more than this one, even though it's pretty similar sized. We're finished. Everything is nicely collected. So now this needs to get built. So let's do that. I'm back again before the last time. This building is pretty similar to the other one, just different colors and shape, I guess. It's a bit darker, but I think that's fine, obviously. So after this, we only have a little bit of work left to do, but the detail work on this one is actually, I think, better than the first one. Like you can see, it's got a little bit of details to the side of it. But I decided to spare your time collecting materials for this and the 2 upcoming smokestacks, because it took a good while and there's already been a lot of material gathering done. But what do you guys think of the voiceovers? I think they make it a lot more interesting to watch than whatever it was before. But yeah, I'll send you back and I'll see you next time. Alright, so our second building is now finished, and the 2 smokestacks are also finished. It took a while to get all the bricks, but that's nicely all done. And we got another little depot in here, depot 2. We got some new details and stuff as well. And it's basically the same style as this, just obviously different colors. But I think it fits in nicely to this section here. But we got one more thing to do with these guys up here. I made some of these, and these make way too much smoke. So you can actually just click on them and it turns the smoke off. So you won't have all of these running, because I don't want my game to completely lag out. And we'll just have 2 on here. I think that's still a pretty good effect. And we'll do the same over here. These need to be changed because all of them are running and there's absolutely no need for that. So next up that we have to do here is, well, decorate all the flooring and stuff. But I have gotten myself some of these graffiti things, so I want to try placing some around. Maybe like here. I'm not sure if these exactly fit here. I just want these to be, I want them to be a little bit pixelated. I'm not too sure about this one. Can I, okay, let me break that. Can I not edit this? Let's try this again. We'll go 5 by 5. That's 3 blocks. Why is it? Let's try this again. Let's try 7 blocks then. It's a little something, but they'll probably have to be changed at some point. And I have one more that I just want to add here. Let me... Alright, it is just not working. That's fine. We'll do that some other time. And we probably need some other graffiti to put around because I'm not sure about this one. But that's fine. We'll figure that out later. So I do need to go ahead and texture all of this. But I think first I want to finally fix my constant need for fuel. And I think it might just be as easy as using a deployer. So you're going to want a second one of these. So it should be just as easy as that. And this one should be pretty easy to do as well. Alright, so we got our 2 new tanks here. I don't actually have a building where these should go into. I'm not sure putting them here is a great idea as well. Can we do this though? No. You probably need to use a deployer. So, you know, for now we'll just put it down here somewhere. If we just get a pipe and maybe just some blocks to cover this up for now. This does not really work. Okay. How do we do this? Alright, we can do that. And then if we just put this in here, it is working. Okay. So we can just use deployer to get our lava this way. So we can actually fuel this up. And once it's full, it doesn't fill up anymore. Okay, that's good. So we got kind of a basic idea here how to get this to work. I would like to put this into a building. So it's actually, you know, more simple to get stuff. I just don't exactly have space. I'm really running out of space here. So how do we want to do this? I'm probably going to have to design a little system for this. But honestly, for now, that's just really easy to do. And then we can probably just get another deployer. And we'll just go ahead and probably make the exact same system just over here for water. Alright, so I can just go ahead and switch these out whenever I need to from here. If I knew it was this easy, I would have done this earlier. But we can sometime, maybe not in this episode, because I didn't think this would be this easy. I think it's full, yeah. We can make a proper system for that eventually at some point. Maybe even in here, just because it's right here. Maybe even like just a little system here or something. One thing that I want to do as well soon enough is move this cobble gen out of here, because I have a feeling it's causing a whole bunch of unnecessary lag. Well, I don't have a feeling, I know it is, and it makes it kind of difficult to record at times. So my plan is to make some quarry thing all the way out in the mountains there somewhere, so that it's not loaded in by, well, it will be because of chunk loaders, but it won't be in my render distance, so it won't lag me out. I think that's how it works. And then we'll just import it into here, probably with a truck going into here, or maybe even just to the side here, I'm not sure. But I think that'll be better than having it here, because it won't lag me. And then we'll be able to import it here. We can make stone, gravel, sand, all that stuff all the way over there. Either way, that's a plan for a different episode probably, and I'm probably definitely. So for now, we're just gonna go ahead and decorate all this stuff. So originally I was just gonna have a wall here to end this off, but I think we'll have gravel under here, so we can just blend these in together. I think that will look better than just having a wall here. And then I don't know if we can have a road going to the other side or something, I'm not sure. But let's just focus on this main road here for now. So I have a few of these blocks here. I think that is everything we need for texturing. So we can actually use our refill upgrade here. Now you see that'll just refill it, so we don't have to worry about that just being annoying. So I think first off I want to get rid of this one strip of dirt here. I think it just looks kind of bad. This we might actually just fill this in like that, but we will leave this as it is. We can have some shrubs and stuff in there, maybe like a metal fence here or something, and we can actually just take up all of this too. But we'll work on this later when we get some gravel under that. I think we will have a wall here though, because I want this to kind of feel like a walled off compound kind of thing. I don't want it to be like all of this the same. So we probably can just fill this in, which actually, let me get my wand out. All right. I'm not sure what we'll do with this section. Maybe we should blend these in. We might blend them in, but still put a wall here, or we might not, but I don't know. But for now, this is what we have to deal with. So let's get started on texturing this stuff, and this will probably take a good while. Right, I've done a little bit of texturing around, but then I decided to just put in the gravel. It was a bit annoying to do, but we have it, and it does end here, so I think it might actually be... just wondering, how do we actually blend this into the surrounding? I think like here, even though we will have a wall going like right here, we will just go ahead and fill this in with texturing. But speaking of texturing, I think it probably would have been a good idea to get the texturing done here first. So we have a few different types of gravel that I'm hoping I can sort of just mix into here, so it kind of looks a bit better than just... I mean, you can barely tell the difference, but I still want there to be a little bit of a difference. So I guess I'm gonna start... Well, I didn't finish what I was saying. I think it probably would be a good idea to do the texturing to blend these in before I do all the rest of this stuff, so I know like how far this is actually gonna go out and stuff like that, and how I can blend that in better with the other texturing here. So I'm gonna start working on, I guess, which will probably take a good while, but I'm hoping I can figure out how to make this look somewhat decent. Alright, so I did a little bit of the texturing around here, and I think it does look alright. Maybe it just goes out a little bit too much. It should only be like 1 or 2 blocks, but it's going out like 4 or 5. Maybe we need to tone it down a little bit, and maybe get rid of this andesite gravel, because I think it's a bit too bright for this. And yeah, these go out like pretty much all at the same distance as well, so that needs to be changed. Other than that, I think it looks alright. So I'm gonna get back to texturing all of this, and hopefully I'll see you when it's all done. I decided to skip all the recording for the texturing because it's pretty repetitive and it's just the same thing I've done many times before. We've got all our texturing in, and I changed the texturing for the gravel here. I think it looks a lot better than it did before, but now we have just a few more details to do, and then we can finish the episode. So first off, I want to add some walls, and this is what I've come up with. So we're just gonna have sections like this, just going all the way down, and then kind of a problem because we can't really finish it here, but I think that's fine. I think we'll just do something like that, because we still want space for trains to be able to get by, but we don't want this to just stop somehow. So I think that's fine if we keep it like that. Then I guess we can't really do much here, I don't think, because of how this is made. That's fine. So let's try to do this. I think something like that. And then if we just get some stone here, just replace that. I think it looks much better now. So let's get the rest of these walls here. We'll have one here as well. Not much we can really do here. We just do something like this, I think. Then we kind of walled off this area here. I think that worked pretty good. Oh yeah, the train clears it nicely. It's fine the way it is there. So, you know, obviously you can just walk all the way around and walk through here, but I mean, what can you really do about that? So now I want to add some crates around here. Now, I don't know how much I will add, because obviously we need the tracks for the trucks going through here, but places like here, nothing's ever going to drive over here, so we're fine just having like a few of these crates around here like this, something like that, and maybe just a nice chest or two. Just have little piles like that, just placed around here. Maybe another pile like here. We'll probably add more later on once we actually have tracks and stuff in here, but I think that's decent enough for the decoration for now. We might also want like a parking lot here somewhere for like the workers that work in these buildings or something. So now I want to add some lanterns around here. I'm not exactly sure where they can go either. Just something like that. Very simple, but it works. Just to have a few of these placed around, because, you know, I don't want torches being all the way around this area. Now, once again, we'll add these lamp posts once I actually have more decorations and stuff in here. But we can't do any of that until figure out the tracks and all the rest of the decorations and stuff, really, and parking and stuff like that. Because I do want some trucks just sitting around here, just a few like vaults, like the ones on the train, just like placed around. What I think that will do for this episode, it's already quite long and a lot of work has been done. No actual farms, but we have 2 new spaces for farms. Although this was supposed to be the area for farming, and there's a 2 huge smokestacks here. But the actual fields and stuff will be out there, really. This could maybe be more like trees, or just, I don't know, maybe the trees will be there actually, where my first tree farm is, which has been sitting inactive because I don't need that much wood. But either way, that's been a lot of progress, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.